Hello guys, and welcome to the first FireButton Podcast. I'm Steve.
I'm Jay.
I'm H.
And I'm Merc.
Hi.
So this is basically going to be like a banter, but with less focus on one game and more us bantering over recent events.
A banter about nothing.
We've been talking absolute cod shit for how many years now? 3?
This is year 3.
Yes.
That's an achievement.
Well, for 2 years. We're on the 3rd. And so we decided to take it to the podcast format.
So much banter about nothing.
We're doing this as a test, so now you can play your own games and pretend you're on our channel.
Yeah, so if you want to play some shitty Call of...
Dookie.
Yeah, Dookie.
That got it. No, it's okay. Whatever floats your boat, you know.
Yeah,
you can play Call of Duty.
Play what you want, you sick bastards. Anywho.
Right, so we've got a few topics to discuss, but overall I think we should talk about what we do first for new listeners.
Yeah, well, those not familiar with FireButton.
You may have guessed from what I've been saying, we do YouTube videos about video games, and I'm tensing up in my throat for some unknown reason.
This will all be on YouTube, won't it?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's kind of redundant. We just kind of do Let's Play stuff. We do guys on a couch bantering to games stuff.
Slag each other off while we punch each other. That's a thing.
I also have text messages during the podcast because we're professional here.
Rule 1 of FireButton. Turn your phone off. Rule 2 of FireButton. Steve doesn't listen to the rules.
Yeah. That is a massive scramble to turn off with all phones. Alright, so I think, should we open up with something simple like what's the current hotbed? Well, there is a massive one that we really can't talk about.
There are a bunch of them.
Yes, so we're not going to talk about any sort of opening intersections of fences.
Hyrule Warriors.
We can talk about Hyrule Warriors.
Oh, yes.
I've only heard hearsay about this one. Is this the one that's supposed to be Zelda but Dynasty Warriors?
Yeah, essentially that's it, in a nutshell.
Dynasty Warriors in Zelda meat.
The easiest way to put it is it's a Dynasty Warriors game
With
with Zelda
rope.
characters
All right,
Yeah.
okay.
in the Zelda universe.
It is basically yet another reskin of what they call the Musou genre.
And for some reason, people are not happy with this.
No, it's more of a case of when Hyrule Warriors was initially announced, everyone's fan baiting and frothing over it because, oh my god, new Zelda game, it looks totally different. And then they get a new Zelda game that's totally different and it's not.
Yeah, for some reason, all these characters are announced. I mean, the Warriors series generally has a lot of playable characters.
And I love the Warriors series.
Hyrule Warriors no different. So you got all these playable characters, and people are like, look at all these characters you can play this Zelda game as. Only thing is, it's not really a Zelda game. It's a Warriors game.
Slash.
It still has an adventure mode in it based on the original Zelda from what I've been told. I haven't played Hyrule Warriors myself, I must declare that now.
Based on, it's in the universe, but it's still basically your Warriors general, campaign mode.
See, I really love the story behind this because I saw the trailer for Hyrule Warriors. At this point, I'd not played a Dynasty Warriors game properly in about 2 years. I saw that get announced, that single-handedly made me want to buy a Wii U. I nearly picked one up 2 days ago because of this game. I thought it sounded fucking amazing. And what's happened is the internet have gone...
Well, not the internet, but the gaming press.
Well, they're on the internet.
Same thing!
Tossers have come out and said, we want you to change the Zelda format. Change it, it's boring being the same thing. So they changed it and they went, oh, it's different, I don't like it.
In a nutshell.
Is this only on the Wii U?
Yeah.
It's only on the Wii U, because it's Nintendo.
Balls.
I mean,
We should have been all over that shit.
it kind of is more of the same.
You know what the worst part
If
is?
you play Warriors, the Warriors Orochi, Samurai
already
Warriors.
more of the same.
Yeah,
Dynasty Warriors Gundam, Fist of the North Star.
any of that, like I say, they call it the Musou genre after the Musou attacks in, is it the Dynasty Warriors or Samurai
Dynasty
Warriors?
Warriors.
Dynasty,
Yes.
well,
Got
both. They both use the same term.
Did Dynasty Warriors come first, though?
Yeah, Dynasty Warriors came
Yeah.
first. There is no chicken before egg on this one. Dynasty Warriors came first.
There's
Eggs came
only
first,
two.
dinosaur laid eggs before chickens.
Ha ha ha.
Indeed.
Back on topic.
I think we should move on, actually.
No,
No.
well, okay.
What are we doing now, guys?
We're doing a podcast.
Not literally.
But what do we plan to do? That's
What do
the
we
thing.
plan? What is fire? What is fire?
What is
Next
FireButton?
move.
FireButton 3.0. We are actually planning to expand, aren't we?
Yeah.
We've-
Yeah, not just our waistlines with pie.
We've played a little with the mini review format.
Yeah, we're going to carry on with the mini reviews when we get into the swing of that. I
Yeah.
believe more Let's Plays are on the cards.
Finishing off some, I really do need to get Croc done.
Yes! For fuck's sake, get Croc finished.
And I have put in requests for Super Mario World and Metroid Prime.
There's also talk of Symphony of the Night, isn't there?
Oh yeah, and Symphony of the Night. I just basically want to do all the core games and leave the shit for everybody else.
So we should probably clue the fan base in on this. We're not going to give you the full drawn out story, but everyone who's been on the Facebook page, they're all aware of the technical issues.
Yeah.
Computers have been exploding left, right, and centre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve's laptop got really slow, so he bought a new computer.
Which
that-
doesn't work!
Yeah, that's been having problems. The Studio
Fucking
3...
problems is an understatement there, dude.
The Studio 3 laptop kind of tried to have a heart attack, so I've had to amputate a RAM stick. So that's working, but really slow. That's why a lot of Studio 3 stuff is now shorts, because rendering it would take a week.
I think it's just a case of once we finally get back up to full speed, it shouldn't be a problem. We should still be able to do the weekly banters. We're sort of expanding into... I mean, you're doing this FIFA thing.
Yeah, I've been working on the FIFA series that there was a teaser to not too long ago. Obviously, that's going to be another short. I think soon, fingers crossed, we should be in a position to get one video up per day.
No, well, that was the goal back in the heyday when the original laptop of now only relegated to audio duty, was the main machine. We'd do Let's Plays and put episodes up every day, wouldn't we?
And I think Studio 2, that would be mine and H's outfit, we're probably going to be doing some game theory stuff, a bit like I used to write on a blog of mine.
Yeah, and maybe exploring, the sort of slightly more serious side of games, because games are serious business.
They really fucking are serious business.
We're also going to try something a bit new and different. Not saying this is going to be a regular thing, but we have a game convention coming up, and we're going to try and get some coverage on that.
That would be Game City in Nottingham.
Game City in Nottingham. That's in... Oh gosh, we're in October now, aren't we?
Yes,
that's the end of this month.
That's the last week of this month, October.
The clock is ticking. If you
Yeah.
wish to see FireButton, go to Game City and look for the idiots in yellow shirts.
Yep.
And, just to plug my shit, I'll be exhibiting my game Near Earth Objects on the Friday, 31st, in the afternoon.
Jeez, it's all you ever talk about. Gosh.
I know.
Shut up.
Fucking hell, man, stop promoting things. We don't do that.
Yeah, okay. I'm just looking forward
Nepotism.
to it.
Nepotism.
Which segues us on to what are we looking forward to? What games?
Well, let's see. What games does Steve like? He's been very vocal about how much he loves the Resident Evil franchise, and then hearing about the Resident Evil HD remaster, which is essentially what should really be called, in my eyes, the Resident Evil remake.
Oh yeah, because the other one
It's
wasn't
literally
HD, was it?
It's the GameCube Resident Evil, just done, high spec up. What's the word? No, they've redrawn the textures.
That all.
And they've added two new costumes.
Ooh.
And achievements and trophies.
You say new, they were in Resident Evil 5.
Yes, they were. But I'd hope it's a dichotomy shift, because I mean, there's a Resident Evil Revelations 2 announced as well, which seems to be following the same vein of the more old school aspects. Rather than gunning down everything in fucking sight with a heavy machine gun, you're now running for your life with a pistol and 10 bullets. That's kind of why I'm looking forward to that.
Speaking of heavy machine guns, I personally am looking forward to Battlefield Hardline because I just want it to show Payday 2 how it's fucking done.
Oh, I like that game.
Has Payday 2 had any updates yet for the
Not
console?
on console.
On the PC, they've got DLC.
The PS3 version got one update.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, it got one update that broke it, didn't it?
Oh no, sorry, two updates. It had one update that broke it and a second one that brought it up to spec with the vanilla PC version. The Xbox 360, however, was left hanging. Apparently the demo is more developed than the actual game. I wouldn't know because I didn't play the demo, I just plucked for the game and I actually enjoyed it. Well,
For computer users, recently on Steam, there's been some Hotline Miami DLC for the game.
yeah.
Just to rub it in faces.
Yeah, but I'd love to know why no one's mentioned the fact that the PC version's got 30, 37, 38 fucking updates and the consoles have been left just rot.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to then?
Oh, I live under a rock. Okay, seriously. I don't really know much about what's coming up, but I've heard some things about, what is it? Oh, Lord of the Rings.
Shadows of Mordor.
Yeah, it's basically Assassin's Creed in a Lord of the Rings wrapper. I've just been sort of like checking out some of that, and I'm really not sure what to make of it. It doesn't feel like the Lord of the Rings universe. This sort of feels a weird halfway between Assassin's Creed and Lord of the Rings.
Not so like a fantasy-themed Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, pretty much. It's God, it's like Assassin's Creed, but with like more upgradable weapons and stuff. I don't know. I really don't know what to make of it. I think they just seem to be piggybacking up over the success of Lord of the Rings and Assassin's Creed, and it almost seems like a really weird retelling of Lord of the Rings that actually had nothing to do with Tolkien. So I don't know.
And you're a big Tolkien fan.
Reasonably, to say I can't read the books because I'm so dyslexic. Oh, I'd love to read the books. But yes, I do love Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit and stuff, so it's actually really kind of weird. I don't know, I reserve judgment.
And myself, I'm looking forward, I'm like the indie gamer of the group, I'm looking forward to something called Drift Stage.
What's that?
It looks to be, okay, so take a racing game like sort of 32-bit era, PS1, N64 kind of thing, but texture it like an 8-bit arcade or console game. You know, we're talking 8-bit Nintendo Entertainment System, you know, NES-style textures
almost
and colours.
Like old Outrun.
Pretty much, except like with 3D models textured like that. It looks beautiful, it looks like it plays, you know, it's Drift Stage, you know, it's all about drifting and sliding.
Has it got Outrun
going
physics?
sideways.
By drifting, you don't mean bumming it around asking for money.
No, I mean, you know, power sliding, as we used to call it way back when.
That sounds so much cooler.
I know, power slide. Let's bring that shit back.
Power slide a car around
Power
the corner.
sliding, yeah. Drift Stage is all about that shit.
Well, what else is a power slide used for? Because I'm sure I heard that term.
Rock and all roll, apparently.
So when you slide on your knees when you're strumming.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. I'm a musical heathen. You know, I listen to game soundtracks mostly. Oh. And that brings us neatly on to what have we been playing this week?
Well, what have you been playing, Steve?
Me? I've been playing bits and bobs, but most of my time has been devoted to XCOM Enemy Within because I love that fucking game. With half my cast now named after, or have been named by, FireButton. And my personal favourite is a mech character which is called Brick Christmas.
Yeah, go Brick Christmas!
Who delivers the presents of grenades and fisticuffs to giant monsters.
Fistifuffs.
Fistifuffs.
What crazy bastard named Brick Christmas?
I
You
don't know.
guess it was you.
Well, actually, it was Harry first. But you both went, yeah, it's awesome. And I kind of went, you know what, bright red.
That's because they were mentioned about naming him her Brick Christmas, and I just sat and giggled for about 2 hours solid about Brick Christmas.
It's true. Although we've been spending more time on, more than 2 hours, definitely, on Terraria
Oh,
recently.
we've been playing so much
So
Terraria.
much Terraria. We recently beat the Wall of Flesh.
Yeah, no thanks to the Wall of Flesh. It's been like broke. Apparently it's really buggy on the console version, particularly on the Xbox, where the Wall of Flesh just doesn't spawn like it's supposed to. So we've been wrestling with that.
How is it most meant to spawn on the PC version?
Right, so generally it spawns facing toward the centre of the world, and
Comes in from the side.
Yeah, it comes in from the side. You can basically spawn it at the edge of the world, and it'll give you way more sort of room to fight the thing.
Yeah.
Because
And
it's
on-
got a ton of HP and moves faster the more damaged it gets. Well,
On the console, what the problems we've been having, it sort of spawns in the middle, flings you for some reason across the stage about 3 screens.
yeah, and it's been sort of facing away from the centre of the world, so we've been making a bridge all the way to the edge, and it's like just giving us hardly any room.
Yeah, and that's when it actually leaves us on the bridge. Sometimes it'll just drag us down to the bottom into the various pools of lava.
No, it finally spawned right, and we nailed the bastard.
Yeah, we went in so overprepared and then it behaved. And we
Yeah.
were like, oh.
Yeah, I love Terraria. It's to call it 2D Minecraft is it's a great disservice to the thing. It's more it's only like 2D Minecraft for the first hour or so of gameplay.
It's a Mindroidvania.
Yeah, it definitely goes more sort of Metroid with crafting and mining later on. It's a great game.
Yeah.
So, pretty much, My time really has boiled down to recording the shit out of some series. As I've mostly been on the FIFA 15 stuff.
So while we've been all dithering about playing games for our own personal use, we've been actually doing
I know,
hard
right?
work.
You've been having fun. I've been fucking slaving away. This is great. This is.
Sorry.
I know, right? Bastards playing games for fun.
There has been talk of H and myself doing a Terraria Let's Play. I think when we've done all the hard mode bosses, now we've defeated Wall of Flesh, we might actually do that since we have procured your old capture device.
Ah, yes. I upgraded. You got my sloppy seconds.
Sticky.
So hang on, what have you been actually preparing then, Mike? What have you been put in the oven? What have you been putting in the oven, rather? Speak properly, Steve. You know the words.
Well, usually it's popcorn chicken because I can only snack when I'm recording.
Motherfucker.
But I've got 10 episodes of the series sorted. I've been coming up with various rules because I wanted a vaguely challenging format rather than like, oh shit, I got an amazing douche.
Amazing douche.
Yeah, amazing douche. I totally meant to say that. But it's been fairly balanced for the start of it, and you will see around episode 7, I start to lose my fucking shit because I've got a 62 rated team and I'm coming up against 83s. And the series was going really well. And then it went to shit.
Sorry, for a second I thought you were going to say the series was going very well, and then the Fire Nation attacked. What's that big news that's happened recently, the government thing? I know this is kind of off topic.
Yeah.
What?
No, it's actually very relevant.
Kind of on topic. There's been a sort of update to the copyright law in the UK that allows certain use of mashed up clips from songs and TV shows and films and that for use in parody and homage.
You might catch us abusing that later.
Yeah, legally we can do that. I mean, we sort of in our videos we've occasionally been singing lyrics and changing them to be about how we're not abusing copyright. Yeah, infringing copyright. But you know, if we want to burst into living on a prayer while we're slaying the shit out of a cacodemon on Doom, yeah, fine, we can probably do that now under UK law.
How is this relevant to FIFA?
Well, it's just, sorry. I'm sorry.
It's relevant to games.
Yeah,
videos.
We're just doing the
All right,
topics.
no, I just wondered because I lost the thread there.
Basically, we are now getting the impression that we are getting ever closer to full freedom of use, really, for what we do in terms of certain copyrighted material. You might say, we're halfway there!
Wow!
Infringing copyright.
No, we're not.
Oh, God.
I think that's a good place
More
to...
on that later.
Yeah, I think that's a good place to call it a day.
All right then, guys. Thanks for listening. This has been the FireButton Podcast number 1. I won't number them all. Don't get excited.
Number 2 will be shit.
Haha! We did indeed see what you did there.